How's it going, everybody? I found this background. I couldn't help it. I don't know why I think it's so funny. Maybe it's just so over the top. It's hysterical. I don't know. How's it going? Happy 4th of July. Happy Good Riddance Day from the UK. Isn't that what they... I remember joking about that last year. I thought something like we call it Good Riddance Day or something like that. Somebody made a joke. So perfect time. Hey, Carlo, how's it going? Everybody, how's it going? Man, already so many people. I can't even say hi to everybody. Hey, you folks. Happy 4th, fellow Americans. Oh, how's it going? Strange day doing tech and you're in the hospital, Welbo. No, brother, what happened? Why are you in the hospital? Happy Treason Day, you ungrateful colonies. Oh, man, that's good. That's good. I like that one. That's great. Oh, man. How's it going, everybody? Oh, so yeah, I saw somebody say shaky California. That's crazy, huh? Is everything all right down there? I have a sister down there. She said she felt it, and in fact, I think my mom even felt it. And I don't know where she is. Oh, she's down there too. She's getting on a plane. 2 earthquakes 2 hours ago. Is that Southern California? Shiny head. Is my head shiny today? I just shaved it this morning, so yeah, I can believe that. YouTube sucks. Oh, what's YouTube doing? 7 a.m. on the 5th. Good morning. Didn't get the notification. Oh, that's a bummer. Got started with Home Assistant. Thanks. Big, huge help. Many thanks. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I'm happy. It's been a fun time for me, too. I have a good time playing with this stuff. It keeps me occupied, does something productive, and I enjoy it. So I'm glad that you're enjoying it as well. Sorry for the frustrations. I'm sure there are some of those as well. I know enough to know that it doesn't always work like you want it to. First time, every time. Oh, man. Happy birthday. Sven, it's your birthday? Nice. All good in Los Angeles? All right, well, that's good. That's good. Today is going to be America First. That reminded me. That was the best. Hey, so pretty sweet, right? The U.S. women are playing against the Netherlands women in the World Cup final. What is it, Sunday, I think? Something like that? That's going to be fun. I was pretty excited. I was like, oh, sweet. All right. Do you like your... Oh, I love it. I love it, Matheson. It's fantastic. I got to do that to the other one now. Yeah, so... Matheson, Ikafar, and who else was helping? Alka and Violent Pooh were helping me a couple days ago. Maybe it was even last Sunday, wasn't it? Sunday or something like that. Gonna lose again to your people? Yeah. I don't know, man. Our women are good. Our women are good at soccer. We'll see. It'll be fun to watch. I'll be excited to watch it. Hey, Fabian. Anyways, we took this old 2010 even. Remember, when I looked at it again, I thought we bought it in 11, but apparently it was a 2010. Anyways, yeah, it died. The hard drive died, and these guys walked me through taking it apart. You know, you have to take the screen off, which is scary. Just take the screen off and put a new SSD in and turn it back on, get it all hooked up again and stuff. But it works better now than the newer one. That we have another one that's a couple years newer. Sad that France lost. Yeah, that was a great game. My word, that game was awesome. Don't get your hopes up. Can I use a Sonoff Basic to remotely trigger a door that opens through an intercom? I just need the door thing, not the voice and sound. Let's see. Just think what you're trying to do. You could probably, what you need is you need a Wi-Fi relay of some kind. So Sonoff Basic has a Wi-Fi relay. You can get it to do almost anything you want. How does the door open now? So like you push a button on the intercom and it opens the door, and you want to open the door without the button on the intercom. Is that what you're going for, Eberth? Make America great again. Happy 4th. How's it going, Adrian? Thanks for being here. Exactly the same issue a few years ago. Same year too. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, the fix makes it amazing. Like now, this other one, I'm going to see if there's we have a little bit newer one. It's like a 2012. Old Macs are better than new Macs. They're more repairable. Yeah, man. This other one we got is it's a 2012, so it's not going to be as easy. There's not as nearly as much room inside, but happy Thanksgiving. But yeah, I'm hoping to be able to. I'm going to go through some software stuff and see if there's just some malware or something on there. But otherwise, I haven't touched the MacBook Air yet, Asa. Not yet. I want to do that too. So let's see. eBirth, what do you got there? Push the button inside. There's two copper blades that touch each other. Then the button is when the button's pressed. Okay, so you press the button and that makes contact and that opens the gate outside. I'm sure there's a way. I mean, what you'll have to do is just, I'm sure those copper plates, it's probably a wire connected to one and a wire connected to the other. If you just put those in a relay, the normally open contacts on a relay, and it can be on a Sonoff. Well, if you do a Sonoff Basic, well, you have to check the voltage on those. Probably not a Sonoff Basic. I would do like an SV, just because it's probably lower voltage. Well, so here's the deal. You have to have power for the Sonoff Basic, right? And those two wires on the copper plate, they're not probably, that's not, you don't want to get power from that. So you can't just connect that to the input side of a Sonoff Basic and then put the output side to the button or something like that. That wouldn't work. So you'd have to, but if you have the Sonoff Basic running on its own, however you want, and well, you can't do the Basic unless you do the disconnect. You'd have to disconnect it from the mains voltage, the relay, because the relay on a Sonoff Basic is attached to the main voltage, and there's no way to get rid of it. So yeah, use the SV or a D1 Mini with a relay. Yeah, Will's got you. So if you do, I would do a D1 Mini with a relay. That's how I would do it. D1 Mini with a relay. Then you'll have to power the D1 Mini somehow, 5 volts from somewhere. And then, but then the relay will be completely isolated. You can do the same thing with a Sonoff SV and isolate the relays. It's just the Sonoff Basic's not easy to isolate the relays. You can do it, but I haven't done it. I've seen people do it. You have to like Dremel the board and do a bunch of craziness. So just get a relay, Wi-Fi connected relay. Connect the 2 wires that go to your copper pads to that. Do you want to still use the button? I guess you could use the button on the Sonoff, or you could still use the button. So basically, no, you can't use a Sonoff Basic just easily that way, but you can hack together something with a Wi-Fi board and a relay. All right, let's see, where are we at? Kind of got distracted. Big surprise. Happy barbecue day. Hey, Yona. Happy New Year's. I had the craziest dream. British, we call it Thanksgiving. Yeah, you got, good riddance. Thank goodness you're gone. Or what was it? Happy Trader's Day, you ungrateful colonies. The Sonoff TX series, they're supposed to send me the Sonoff TX. Sonoff's they're kind of bugging me because they don't send me anything. I think I've done a pretty good job of promoting them for nothing. They didn't ask me to. And when I ask them for stuff, it's like, oh, well, did you do this thing with the Sonoff Basic? Like, just send me the new stuff. Just send it. Don't even talk to me. Just send me the stuff. Let me play with it. So no, I know that they're coming out with a Sonoff TX, but I haven't seen anything else about it. I liked the T1s. So if the TX is some kind of improvement on that, that's great. Because I like the T1s. I thought that was a great way to combine 3 relays in one little space. And for the money, if you have a box, if you have a switch box that's big enough to fit that thing, and you can use those touch sensors. That's what I use in my office, the girls' room, the boys' room, the main bedroom, and I have 2 more still sitting in boxes that I'm just haven't installed in other places in the house yet. But so I hope the TX is an improvement on the T1s, but I definitely liked the T1s. I always took the faceplate off, right? Take the faceplate off, throw it in the trash. It doesn't look very good. And then I just put a blank faceplate on ours, and put the blank faceplate, just hot glued it, and then you can just press through the faceplate and get the. I'm losing my mind. Getting squirreled bad. Huh? Anyways, I can't hear my sounds for some reason. Have I got my hands already on the Sonoff Mini? I have not, and I asked for one, but I haven't. I know that they're out there because I thought somebody else, I saw a picture, somebody had one in their hand. Was it, I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Travis or somebody, or Frank. Was it you? Somebody has a mini. The mini graph card is just broken. Oh, okay. So you're talking about Lovelace mini graph. Solve the gradient line in the mini graph. Okay. You have a couple minis. Are they good? I mean, they're, everybody's going for this. Everybody's copying the Shelly now. Isn't that awesome? I think that's great. From Egypt, excuse me for your stupid questions. I'm still a noob. So am I. My question is, I can change the relay in the Sonoff Mini to strong one that can handle more than 10 amps, right? If you're, when you get into, Muhammad, when you get into, if you're going to change out the relay, you might as well just buy the board that has the right relay that you want. I mean, I don't know how easy it is for you to get your hands on a better relay. We were talking just earlier up there with, I can't remember now everybody's names that we were talking to. Aerith or something? Aberth? Anyways, you could just do a Wi-Fi board of any kind, D1 Mini, Node MCU, and connect the relay that you want to it. You could do that, and that's probably better than trying to take apart a Sonoff Mini. I know Sonoff sells, they have their 16 amp relays. There's probably bigger relays, I don't know. But, I mean, you could just, if you wanted a bigger relay, you're probably best off getting the relay you want and then just controlling it with a Wi-Fi board that's generic. They're okay. A bit of a weird form factor, which makes them weird compared to Fibaro dimmer, for example. It's just the relay. It's also trace width, thickness. That's important. True. Yeah. So, but if you have your relay that you want, and you just connect the wires directly to the relay, whatever wires you have going to whatever load you're talking about should be big enough, assuming that's already done correctly. And then what you use to tell the relay to switch on or switch off doesn't matter, right? That's how I'm thinking of it. If you have like a big load, like I saw somebody talking about a water heater, with a Sonoff, and when you get those big loads and those big relays, you want to be mindful of the heat and what these boards are made for. And if they're not made for that, somebody was talking about space heaters. Somebody was putting space heaters on a Sonoff and it burned up. Well, yeah, you can't do that. Those are big loads, and if it's you gotta be mindful of that a little bit. So maybe it was you, Curmudgeon. Was it you? But somebody was talking about it was on Facebook, I think. So was it you? So I think you can control big loads with relays. You just have to make sure you got the right relay and that you're being mindful of how you're connecting things, because we don't want anybody's stuff burning up. Yeah, that's what I saw, Frank. That's what I saw. So is that what are you comparing that to? Is that the Shelly? Oh, that's the Fibaro. Okay. So yeah, it's about the same. But I guess now in your switch boxes that you guys have in the rest of the world, we got new subscribers. See, I'm not getting any notifications, so I'm probably not going to get. Let's do some unicorns. Thank you for subscribing. I'm not hearing anything. I don't know what's wrong with my sound. Something's off. Well, anywho, if I recalled, now don't these if I remember seeing pictures of the Shelly, they kind of fit in the back of the box, right? Because some of you have circular boxes. For your light switches and things, and it seemed like the Shelly was made to fit kind of in the back of that. I don't know if that's true. We have these rectangular things, and anything this small is going to be good. It does look a little bit bigger than that, doesn't it? But yeah, anything that small is going to be good for me, because I want to generally with something like this, you've got two relays. So when in my house, I'd be replacing two light switches with this. So I've got enough room. Usually it depends on how many other wires they stuffed in there. Circular boxes that are 5 centimeters deep. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a good idea. I like it. I want to get some. I have had trouble because I should just take the time to do it. It drives me crazy. I don't. We talked about it already, but the DIY mode on the Sonoff. And when I asked the lady today, I was like, hey, can I get a D1? Can I get one of these minis? I asked her yesterday, and then she wrote back today and said, well, have you done anything with the Sonoff Basic we sent you? And I'm like, well, it's a piece of junk. Like, I don't like it. I don't like the way that the DIY mode works. But anyways, yeah, it's okay. We'll make up. It'll be fine. Perfect, typical bathroom plus light fan combos. Exactly. So you know what I just did? I know we talked about these before, but I've got the video now almost finished to do. Oh, there's where I found the wallpaper. Do you remember these? We talked about them a couple times. BH Onofre. This is Bruno Orta. So I now have actually 2 of these installed in that exact situation, what you were talking about, Will. Bathroom light plus fan. I've got these. These are 2 amp relays, so it can't be big loads, but you know, how many light bulbs, how many LED light bulbs do you have in a bathroom? Maybe 3. That's not going to be anywhere near that 1 amp or 2 amps, and neither is the fan, you know, the exhaust fan. So this works fine for that. And I like them. I did one of them. Oh, look at this. They got something different. This must be a bigger relay, maybe. Why can't I click on that? Come on. Won't let me open it. That's different. That one's different. Looks like a, well, nope, same power supply. It looks just like bigger relays. Cool. Well, maybe they've got one that's got higher rated relays. That's great. Anyways, I have no fear. Now, pretty much. Well, a little bit. I mean, you gotta be smart about it, but I don't think there's the way I installed them and stuff. I don't think there's anything dangerous about the way it is. It's better than the first ones I did when I wrapped them in electrical tape, but those are still working too. I stopped recommending that method, but it works. 6 light sockets over your mirror. Well, even if you have 6, do you have LED bulbs though? That's the thing. You don't want to put, you don't want to have like 100-watt incandescent bulbs in there or something like that. That would be a problem if you did that. But since we're so many bookmarks on the bookmarks bar, look at it. It keeps going. It just keeps going. It's as bad as my config file. Oh man. Oh, so bad. Yeah, LEDs. So then you got 6 watts for each LED. You know, do the math real quick. You get 20 of those light bulbs before you get to 1 amp. If they're 6 watts each, whew, you got plenty of room to light up. You could light up a living room with that instead. You know, I think we've got to change our mindset and realize that we're using less power than we were 10 years ago. Any news on 2U convert? I don't have any news on 2U convert. Martin, all right, Martin, we're gonna give you this one. This is Zur prize. That's what I call this one. I haven't played with 2U convert in a while, but has anybody else? Have you guys been using it? Is it working? Are they close? Okay, so we're trying to get past it again because the new, I'm guessing 2U messed with us again. So at least I know. Well, I still have a box full of plugs that I haven't. I flashed them initially. Got a whole bunch of these. I flashed them, and then I'm just, as I start to use them, I still probably have 6 or 8 that I haven't used. So, waiting on Whiskers to return. There's a change that is causing an error in the script. Oh man, how's Whiskers been? I gotta contact him. Let's make sure he's doing well. Used 2U convert a few weeks ago. Worked fine. Oh, good. Still need to buy a bunch of those. Yeah, these are awesome. These are really useful. So let me ask you guys this. Have you used, I know some people asked me about it a long time ago, Zigbee to MQTT. Who's using Zigbee to MQTT? Because I think I want to do that. And the reason is because Xiaomi gave me a bunch of sensors and stuff, and they're pretty nice little sensors. They're really nice. Hey, Kenneth. They're really nice little sensors, and I like a lot of stuff about them, but I don't want their hub, you know? I don't want their hub at all. So, Andre, you're using it? And Assad? Oh, good. Please, sir, please do decons. Oh, what is decons? Why should I do decons? What's that going to do? Decons? Use Combi 2 with decons is much better. Oh, okay. Decons over Zigbee MQTT anytime. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay. Decons, huh? Decons. Okay. There's an add-on. Okay. So what kind of hardware do I need? I need some sort of hardware, don't I? Is this going to be... Because I know with the Zigbee to MQTT, you have to have some sort of a USB stick. Just need the USB stick. Only using it for acquire. Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do, Robin. Only a stick. What stick? The Zigbee stick? You do a video on both Zigbee and Z-Wave to MQTT. Combi 2 stick. Okay. Okay. Combi 2 stick. This is great. Combi 2. No, that's not it. All right, shoot me a link. Is this it? Okay, thank you. This is it. Okay. Universal Zigbee USB gateway. Oh, very nice. Works out the cloud. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So all you need is one of these, and you plug this into your... Works well through Proxmox. Okay. Sweet. All right. All right. I am on it. Frank. Okay. 35 pounds. Or euros. What is that? Pounds, euros, whatever. It's because it's UK. I just need to find this guy. Well, this was... I can find it now. Combi 2. In America. It's 4th of July. Gotta use America Amazon. That's crazy. It's not just showing up here. Z-Wave Plus 2. That's weird. Am I spelling it wrong? Yeah, the Zigbee to MQTT stick is cheap. Prime Day is coming in 2 weeks. Combi 2 is really new. Okay. Frank did a live stream using it to replace the Tardif IKEA hub. Oh, awesome. It's way more expensive than you would use for Zigbee to MQTT. Yeah. Just try Combi. Maybe the 2 is not available yet. Okay. That's not it, is it? Yeah, it says use with Home Assistant. Open Z-Wave Home Seer. What is this? DrZzs Z-Wave Plus USB stick. Still 35 bucks. Well, then the question, now here's my other question. Had to order it in Germany since it's not available in the US. Oh, just got your stick for $3.50, Lucas. Where? You got a combi stick? Oh, this is about 2 you convert. I should just be careful clicking on every link that pops in the chat, huh? AliExpress prices. I should probably try that instead. Combi 2. Ah! Girl's naked. Nope. The live automation didn't work? Man. So some of these kinds of things. So this is kind of what I'm, this is the bare bones DIY kind of stuff. This is probably what the combi stick is, right? So, any variety of these, most likely. Because this is the stuff, this is Zigbee to MQTT kind of hardware, right? Here we go. Zolt's got us. Yeah, maybe I just buy it right from them. What the heck? Amazon.com. Currently unavailable. Curses. Okay, well. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good to know, though. That's good to know. I'll do that way. That's pretty good. You posted the hacks video yesterday, and 5 minutes later, I got an announcement from Alexa. Nothing today, and you went live. Oh, is it the YouTube component? Did you re-add the YouTube component? I think it's working. The YouTube component should be working. Everything should be working. Go down here and we'll look for. I know. Let's see. Tuesday. So I posted that video yesterday, but Tuesday. So I had already done it. Tuesday, I saw my light come on when Frank was streaming, so I know that was my part was working. Golly, what is wrong with my fingers today? Yeah, Sensor Frank. Offline. So, but the YouTube template's working here. I wonder. Say, Zigbee to see Robin, what do you got? Hey, Jenny, how's it going? Yeah, this is what I started with. This is what somebody was telling me about. Somebody was messaging me, and I forget everybody's who's doing what, where I'm getting message. You can go really cheap with a DrZzs stick with flashing it. Problem is range in general. But one of the main reasons people use Zigbee to MQTT cheap sticks. Combi is not comparable, and those sticks are not compatible. Okay, for example, Combi is certified and supported with both ZHA and ZLL, Zigbee Home Assistant, Zigbee Light Link Hue. Oh, okay. So maybe it's worth the extra money for those other sticks, the $35. Good night, need sleep. See you, Peter. Promise to watch tomorrow. Thanks. Is there a way to keep RS-232 active after flashing and doing the settings? Because Wi-Fi connection has problems. Will not connect. I tried all baud rates and also setting it. RS-232, what's that? Evo. Anybody know what? Anybody can help Evo with his question there? Happy 4th. Hey, Dying Life. Just installed the HD8 tablet in place of your old alarm keypad, looking to root it. Anyone done this? Nope, I have not. Sensor says you're live 11 minutes ago. Must not have automation set up right. Okay, cool. Well, the sensor's there anyways. Oh, did the name of the sensor change for the automation? I know when the Life 360, when it became official, the sensor names changed. So none of my location stuff was working. I had to fix it all. Serial connection. I don't know. Anybody help Ivo? I don't know. Wish I could tell you the answer to that one, my friend. I don't know. Don't have it. May I suggest you video subject? Sure. I would love to watch an Octoprint Home Assistant video made by you. I know it's very easy to install, but I would love to see your plugins, setups, cards, etc. You know, I'm not using it as the plugin. I'm not using it as a plugin, but yeah, I love my Octoprint. I don't actually do I have it connected to Home Assistant? Yeah, I do. I do have it connected to Home Assistant. It's in the config. So, okay, I'll put that on the list. You'll talk to me about it. We can maybe do it sometime. And that might be something we can even walk through on a live stream one of these days. I've been doing a lot of printing. I got a new bed. I had to get a new bed because my old one was cracked and I couldn't print ABS. And so I probably have 12 rolls of ABS that I want to use. That's a couple $100 worth of filament, and I haven't been able to use it. I don't want to use ABS through the Morse treater because they said it would damage the nozzle. And maybe it's not a big deal. I could replace the nozzle, but I'd rather just do small things like this for a little while. The kids want a lot of little things. These if you go to Thingiverse right now, all these wiggly, these kinds of things, they're hot, right? Everybody wants these. You print them in place and they have joints, and then you kind of crack them apart and they move and stuff. And so the kids were looking through this the other day, all these flexi things. That's right. So the kids want me to go nuts with these flexi things. And I'm like, okay, that's fun. I'll just do that. So anyways, I had to get a new bed because my old glass was cracked. And so anyways, I'll be doing a lot of printing. I've been doing some, and I've actually been doing, this is my adapter, my coupling between the bug and the transmission, or the motor and the bug transmission. And I printed a little thing to fit in there. That's just to hold it in place while I weld it. So that's that. Ooh, I can show you this. I've also got up here on my desk. Maybe I could do it with the desk camera. Let's see. EBS is stinky. It is stinky. Yeah, it does stink. Yeah, it does stink. It does stink. The cool part about ABS is it doesn't warp in the sun like PLA does. It probably does eventually, but not as easily. And you can acetone bath it and make it like look all smooth and cool. So those are the reasons that I liked ABS. And I just was going crazy. This was years ago. Some of it might not even be good anymore. I've kept it in bags with those little drying packets, so it's probably okay. But anyways, I want to make sure I use it all. Wow. I don't know what that is, Frank. I have to look closely at that thing. What is that? Squirreled. Where was I? Oh, I was going to show you this thing. So there's the window opener. So I've got the window opener modeled up here. I haven't connected it, and I need to print one more part because I printed a test part and then I realized it needed some changes. So I still haven't reprinted it, but let me turn on the camera. Oh, I got the camera right here. Okay. So up here on the window, so that's just a threaded rod from like a 3D printer. It's a really long one. And I was disappointed because it is bent. Those are supposed to be like super, super straight, and it is a little bent. So that's probably going to give me some grief, but we'll see. It should hopefully be okay. I tried to build in some flexibility to it. So this little guy is get my fat head out of the way. There you go. Is that my address? This little guy right here is 3D printed, and the idea is this is gonna slide on to that little wheel, and then I'm connected to this flange here. I actually mirrored this so that I've got places that I can screw into this, and then I put a hole through there so I can attach to that, and then the motor here. The motor goes on this end, and when that sucker spins, should slide the window open and closed. What do you think? That's the plan. So I've been printing a lot of stuff for that too. All right, what I missed. Had the same issue in the case of resource URL version number appended to the end of it, stripped of it, V part. It should work after that. Yeah, you don't need that part anymore. Custom weather card with dark sky. Is it quiet? Yeah, I haven't even run it yet. I don't think it's going to be very quiet, Aaron. I don't think so, but we'll see. We'll know pretty soon. It's going to be, unfortunately, I was just talking to my wife. We're getting to this next couple of weeks where I'm going to be pretty dang busy. we've got company coming into town this weekend, and then as soon as they leave, I leave for a week. I'm going to camp with the boys with Boy Scout camp for a couple days. They're going to be there a whole week. I'm only going to be there a couple days. And then I'm going to a YouTube conference in LA with Zoe, and we'll be there till like the weekend. And then as soon as I get back from the weekend, I'll be on call all week past the next weekend. So I'll stream on Sunday. It'll probably be late. And then I'll probably be able to stream Sundays still. But as far as like getting things done during the week, getting projects done, I'm not even going to hardly be home. So I don't think I'll be getting very much done in the next little bit. I'll try and do some useful stuff for you, but I don't know how much fun work I'll get to do in the next 2 weeks. It should be very fast, and it should be pretty strong. I can't remember. Well, I can't remember now. I have to go back and look at what I don't remember what gearing I got on these, but it is. Oh yes, I can answer that in a minute, Carlo. We'll look. I can't remember. This is going to be a pretty powerful motor. I can't remember. It's got plenty of torque, but I don't remember what the RPMs are. So it might be slow. I was more worried about the torque and getting it to actually move. So I'll try this motor. And then if this motor's working fine, then I'll try getting a faster one, and we'll try and find one that works. Just show the motor coupling again. Yeah. So these are 3D printer parts basically. And, this is just a coupling. It's got a couple of screws that connect it to this rod here. And then, you do the same thing. That goes in there. And you just tighten down a couple of those screws and you're good. So, can you help me put window movie player into English? Oh gosh, it's set in Russian. Oh gosh, is anyone here? I don't think I can help with Windows movie player in Russian. Sorry, Neil. I don't know. I can't help you with that, my friend. Maybe you should just learn Russian. That's weird. Windows, where did you download it from? I don't know. In my case, everything. Can you? Okay. How much power do I use in a day? That's a good question. So, that's a good question. Let me see if I can. I need to get the monitor on the house, right? Squirreled. Yeah, exactly. Sure enough. No, but I do want to talk about that because that's important. I know my. Let's see. I can get my solar. That's not going to tell me how much I'm using, right? I can look at my Solar Edge dashboard. That's not going to tell me how much I'm using. Let's look at let me off screen here. Look at the electricity bill for a minute. I am off screen, right? You guys can't see my electricity bill? Okay, good. I'm happy to tell you how much it is and stuff, but I don't know if there's other information on there. Because I did just get the latest electricity bill was all the way up to $84. But it's been hotter. We've been running the AC more. But that's still, when our average was 400 prior to, solar and quiet, cool fan. Let's see, Rocky Mountain. Let's view our bill. Yeah, Chris, my last couple have been even cheaper, man. My last 3 bills before this one were all less than $30. I mean, that's awesome. Especially compared to what I was. Oh, it's your Zigbee network mesh. Okay. Yeah, compared to what I was. Usage details. Let's look at this. Okay, now with usage details, I can probably. No, I want to see. I don't want to see. Well, I guess we can look at the days. We can look at this. Yeah, we'll it resized it. Here, let's do it this way. Oh gosh, piece of junk. All right, we're gonna take a screenshot. We'll just use the part that we're looking for here. All right, let's do another one bigger. Carlo asked me an important question here. Now I have to get it all right. Okay, here we go. Because I'm curious too, actually, how much power I actually use. That's why I want eventually, at some point, to do one of those power monitoring systems. Okay, so here's a graph without any private information, probably. And this gives, let's see if we can zoom. Can we zoom out of this thing? Gosh, it's so big. So this is average last year, right? So July last year versus July this year. And you see the temperature, it was a little hotter last year, but nothing like that. But last year we used 4,000 kilowatt hours, over 4,000 kilowatt hours in July. This year we were, less than 1,500. And if you look at the bills, look at what it cost. So last year, 4,000, 6,000, 3,000. I mean, look at this. All the way into November, 1,600. And then this year, we got, March was that about when we bought that fan? I can't remember when we got that fan set up. It was probably in April. But anyways, you can see how much less it is. So if you're talking about 30 days, divide that out, and that'll tell you what it is. So You used 1,300 in the last 94 days. Jeez, Aaron. Well, I'm not that good. So that's pretty much on par with me, about 100 kilowatt hours per day. Is that right? No, 100 per day. So this is 900 kilowatt hours in 29 days. Right? I thought my power usage was high. It's nothing compared to those figures. Yeah. So part of this was, I probably told you guys before, we had, for one, the air conditioner was inefficient. We ended up getting it replaced end of the year, last year. One of them. We have two. But we also had company would come, just leave doors open. And so the air conditioner was running. We had two air conditioners running nonstop, 24 hours a day. And then I also found we had this snow melt on the roof, and it was on a light switch. And sometimes people would turn it on and thinking it was the hallway light. Oh, the hallway light didn't come on, and go turn on other switches, and it would stay on. So in the summer, we were like this $915 bill right here. That was probably because we left the snow melt on. So two air conditioners running full time, snow melt on all the time. It's like, whew. But the house is 5,500 square feet. Not much need for air conditioning in the UK. Weather sucks all the time. So most people use 10 to 20 kilowatt hours per day. Yeah. And this is probably also, I'm guessing that they're subtracting the solar production. So I should say, like, so even though this says 900 or 1,200, that's how much we used. That doesn't, so we use more than that because we're producing some as well with the solar. So does your snow melt have a thermostat? It didn't. It had a light switch. Very dumb system. I tried a long time ago to put a plug on it. So exactly, probably still using 108. Maybe. Yeah, could be. Snow melt in August. Yeah, not on purpose, Joe. Not on purpose. That was the problem. Yeah. Anyways, it was like, I figured it out, and it was like $8 a day. It was too much. It was way too much. So, and we've done better about not needing to use the air conditioning as much this year, but we have quite a few devices running all the time. It's a big house, and kids are always on computers, and they're always leaving things on. But anyways, we have 2 refrigerators. So does any company sell a current clamp capable of measuring the entire house supply? Good question, Asa. There was that Sense, but I haven't heard anything else from them. Yeah, Sense. In fact, I wrote them a letter, and I wrote them an email a while back and asked them to, I said, hey, this is what I do. I got some followers. I'd like to test out your device, put it on the video. And they replied back, and they said, well, we'll talk about it. We'll think about it. And then they haven't written back. But I would like to have something like that does whole power usage. We used to have a trace heat on the water supply, but it had a built-in thermostat, so it couldn't come over. That's the other thing, is even in the winter, well, I guess we don't use much electricity for that. That boiler, it's not an electric boiler. No, never mind. Been using it for 18 months. Love Sense. Okay, cool, Tim. Cool. Travis current clamp on your house. For the whole house, check out IoT a watt. Hey, how's it going, Quintor? Didn't see you there. I would like something like, and I know there are some, I just haven't gotten to that point yet. Is this a DIY kind of solution or something? Simple, affordable, accurate. And then you put a clamp on each circuit, right? And that's okay. I would actually not mind doing that. And then you could see which circuits are using more and stuff. This is kind of like Sense. Wow, that's some great data. That's cool. That's cool. Huh. I like the look of that. Wait for Travis's solution. What? Travis, did you blur Travis? What about PZEM004? That's what I use to monitor the whole house power. Oh, okay. PZEM. This is why I have so many bookmarks, because people send me stuff and I go, oh, that's cool. And so I bookmark it to come back later. Okay, sell it on Amazon. Oh, really? You put that on the whole house? So you have a clamp that opens though, right? Unless you turned off the power for your whole house. 4-in-1 digital ammeter, voltmeter, watt, energy meter, AC, 100 amp. I think I need bigger. I think I have 2. 6-channel power monitor. Oh, Travis is a 6-channel power monitor. Awesome. He's almost ready. Okay, cool. Cool. That's awesome. I'll wait for Travis. I've got plenty of other things to do. I got plenty of other things to do. Look at Snappy for power monitoring. I looked at a bunch of these before. I don't remember that one. Snappy. He showed it on his last live session. I should be getting live session notifications for him too, and I'm not. Analyze, control, save. Gateway. Don't know anything about this one. Use cases. So, okay. So does this do, is this like sense? It just goes, where do these go? Infinite flexible mind, comprehensive offering, pick, choose, services. So those are the clamps. Those clamp on right there, right? So this is your main deal. Maybe that's the big, is this one a big clamp? And then these all just, you extend out and you put one of those on each circuit or something like that, right? That moment you decide to buy another, to realize you have enough points built up to cover it. Yes! That's awesome. Well, I got some new things to do. Posted pics on Discord. Okay, cool. Oh, wow. So this is Quindor's. This is Quindor's. That's cool. So this is your solar returning. Wow, that's really awesome. That's really cool to be able to see that. And then you can, so something in the middle of the night kicked on, huh? Is that what that is? Like the AC or something? This is a bit of AC or something during the day. This is really cool. Hey, Toraj, how's it going? And you use the, this is what you use, Quindor? You use the IoT watt? Serial connection from the smart meter. Okay. Similar report from your power wall. Cool. Looking at this, IoT watt, been wanting to make something like this. ESP32 has several analog inputs, and ESP Home has the clamp monitoring sensor now. Oh, is that what Travis is doing? Is he doing an ESP32 power monitor with those clamp monitoring sensors? Ooh, that's cool. I'm not sure the rest of the world has those. Serial connection from the smart meter. Oh yeah, we don't have a serial connection. We don't have smart meters. We have this little metal dial that spins. In fact, I don't know how long it's been. Maybe we do, actually. Maybe we do. Because they used to have to come, like every month, the power guy would come to the house, and look at the number and write it down. And I'm sure they did away with that. Yes. Oh, that's cool then. Well, I'm definitely interested in that. I got an extra ESP32 sitting around I could use. IoT Watt and Grafana, you can build this for sure. Cool. Good morning, Dominic. All right, that's fun stuff. So we got to do some decons. We got to do some Zigbee MQTT. We got to do some power monitoring. Sweet 4th of July, some 3D printing. Smart meters aren't compatible with solar in Florida. They have to use the old school dial ones. Oh, they did something different. I need to go out and look at it. I know that the power company had to change out something out there for us, but I don't know for sure what it was. Just saw the price on the IoT watt. It's going to cost like $200 to put a sensor on all of your circuits. Looks like I'm going DIY. How much do those clamp sensors cost? If you go like AliExpress or Banggood or something, how much do those clamp meters sensors cost? Like for what Travis is doing. Travis is getting ESP32. Although I was helping Tyson the other day. We actually had Tyson came at $1. What? Really? So Tyson came over a couple days ago, and we were he wanted to put some smartness in his work truck. And so what we were doing was essentially programming ESP Home on a D1 Mini to trigger with some reed switches and trigger some lights and stuff in his truck. And made me think, gosh, it was okay to do it on a Wi-Fi board like that because, when he parks it in his house, he wants the status of it. So that's fine. And then when he's out, it'll run the automations and do things the same. It'll still work. Where'd you put it, Nigel? Look at Discord Live. I thought I was in Discord Live. Oh, I'm in general. Anyway, it made me think, I would like to, there's probably a lot of times where something like an Arduino is going to be better or similar. Smarty, oh, there's a clamp. Is that you, Nigel? Is that the picture you posted? Reading modbus from Power Meter. Box from Dollar Tree for $1, less than $76. You have power monitoring for 6 circuits. That's awesome. Good night. Wife says it's time for bed. Good night, PM. Okay, so let's see your picture there, Nigel. So that's it. And this is just your main one outside. And then where's this going? What's this going to? I'd like to break it up individually, at least and see circuits at a circuit level, because then you get a little more targeted information. Because I can get, I guess I can't get live information. I get it like the month after by looking at the power bill. Oh, hey, Travis. Might be ESP Home Power Monitor video with 6 clamps coming soon. That's what I heard. That's what we were just talking about. Everybody said, no, just wait for Travis, wait for Travis. So that's going to be fantastic. I'm excited to see that. Sense is live and $350 for Sense with solar. Oh, that's true too. It's pushed more for solar. I'm not doing that. They can send it to me for nothing, or I can find some other way to do it. Just don't want to. Just got back from bike riding. Oh, cool. It's normal reloading scripts in Home Assistant. They all execute after that. Ooh, I don't know. I don't use a lot of scripts. Lucas, I don't know. I don't know. I can't even tell you. Sorry, man. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea, Travis. Now, so using an ESP32 with 6 clamps, I'm just thinking like, what about just a Mega? What about like an Arduino Mega and an Ethernet connection? I don't want to have to learn to write stuff in Arduino. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just break down and just spend the time and learn how to do Arduino. But I can do ESP Home pretty well. I like learning ESP Home. Can I get ESP Home to run on an Arduino Mega with Ethernet connection? Or even an Uno? The guy that started Sense is from Apple iPod team. They get free advertisement from this old house. They might not send one to us for free. Yeah, he didn't. I guess if he's on this old house and he worked for Apple, then I guess maybe I'm not in that range. What's this now? Energy Saver. Your home monitoring companion. Is this what you have? Who sent this one? Brinsley? Do you use this? Oh, and is it wireless? That clamp is wireless? That's kind of nice. But then I guess if I was doing 6 at a time, wouldn't be that bad. It just, my router is right there, right next to the panels. So ESP PoE board, it's all those inputs and his PoE. ESP32 PoE board. Oops. Oh, sorry, I hit. Oh, sorry, boss. I hit hide. I meant to hit approve. So ESP PoE board, huh? Let's look at this thing you're talking about, Christopher. Well, but so you could connect it to the Ethernet. That's fine, but still, it only has you need analog inputs, right, for these power monitoring. That's pretty good, though. That's pretty cool. I'm sure you can, with ESP Home, well, you could get just the ESP32 chip and then connect one of these to it too, probably, right? And then it would be Ethernet instead of wired. That's a good idea. I like that idea. How many analog inputs on an Arduino Mini? Or Arduino Mini Mega? Usable pins, 14. So that's the most. So 14. I guess that's probably not worth it. Hey, Pranav, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Patel, how's it going? Thank you. To a hub for Home Assistant. I get one of those and haven't used it yet. You look to see what your solar inverter offers. Good question. No, but it's the same one Frank has. We talked about that in the past. That's a good question. I don't know if I get information about how much I use from that, or I'm pretty sure there's no way to connect to it. So, pretty sure there's no way to connect to it. What's this now? Expandable 6-channel ESP energy meter board. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, is this what you're doing? Is this what you're using? Gosh, okay, that's a lot more complicated than I expected it to need to be. So you put your ESP32 board here, and then you plug in your clamp meters here, and you power the whole thing here. Who sells this? Circuit setup. That's cool. I like that idea. I like that idea. 2 channels as well. IoTA give you a better result. It's not expensive. Is that IoT a what? Is that what you're talking about, Assad? Buy. Bundles. Sale. That's not too bad. A la carte bundle. Oh, so you can put in there what you want. How many can this handle? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But hey, that's just looks to me like a Node MCU kind of thing right there. So is that just an ESP32? So it looks like it might be a couple of these, right? So is there a way to use more than 6? Can you, I mean, but anyways, there's no way to do it cheap. I guess we're trying to find the best, cheapest, right, combination. But the SCT clamps are the holdup. But I've read you can use a simple coil with a load resistor to accomplish the same thing. You can get 20 for $10. Oh. Is it expandable? What you got here, Mr. Lucas? Is this your monitor? Oh, this is what your smart monitor looks like? Oops. I don't know mine looks like. I haven't been out there in a while. Add 2 cards to make it 12. CT clamps are expensive. Yeah, okay. But they're using an external ADC chip for ports and accuracy. Mm-hmm. Well, exciting stuff. It's important. It's important. All right. What else? What else? How long have we been on? You hear me yawn? I know the kids want to go do. We're going to go do, not exactly sure what. We're going to go watch some fireworks, but not for a little while still. We're going to do, we're going down to this place with some food trucks. We're going to eat food trucks. We don't do a big 4th of July thing. We don't. And that's fine. That's okay with me. It's hot. I like being inside. Being outside is hot. I wish they would have signed the Declaration of Independence like in November. That would have been better. For me. Oh, just barely an hour. So it was like a trigger. There's like a yawn trigger that goes off after an hour. This is good stuff, though. Interested to see. Very interested to see what you come up with. Food trucks and fireworks. Oh, good. Food trucks and fireworks. Good. Fireworks. We used to do, man, here in Alpine, the city of Alpine, where we live, not like you don't know, but the city of Alpine where we live, they had, we used to have fireworks at the park. And we had this big park, and people would just go down there, and the city would let them light off fireworks, aerials and everything. And there's a few people around here that would go, I should say few, there was a lot of people around here that would just go crazy. And it wasn't really regulated. It wasn't really monitored. It wasn't really, nobody was looking over it. It was just go out to the park and light off your fireworks. And so it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And after about 4 years of that, it got, like the fire department came 4 times. They just stayed there. They just went from one side of the park to the other, putting out fires, you know? And then we got a new mayor, and the new mayor said, we're not doing that anymore. And not only are they not doing that fireworks at the park anymore, now there's signs up that say, no fireworks in the city, $1,000 fine. So they're serious. They're serious. Oh, cool. Team has got a $4 clip here. Yeah. I even have a couple of these sitting around. And it looks like you can get them delivered reasonably quickly, a month. Month and a half. That's not too bad. Oh, you're Andre from the live chat. Oh, okay. Celeron. You guys and your double names. They need the mayor from Jaws. Too hot in Phoenix to watch fireworks. Also, too much of a danger. Amen to that. We have this year it's been nice because we've had so much rain, so I don't think we're going to get any fires, but even some of our friends over here brought they told the kids, come on over, we're going to just do a few fireworks. And they did it out just past their backyard in kind of this gravel, rocky kind of area. And sure enough, just one little tiny spark flew into a bush, and poof, next thing you know, they're running around grabbing fire extinguishers and everything else. So I like, well, maybe the lame fireworks don't leave the ground. I don't know for sure. I like looking at fireworks, but I don't mind, like, I don't mind, I don't know. I don't like all the smoke. I don't like everybody just going crazy and the trash. And anyways, a bit of a fuddy-duddy, but they're fun to watch. ESP Home with a CT clamp. Oh, Jenny's got something for us. Oh yeah. So I'm guessing that this is what, Travis, are you using this? Are you using ESP Home for this? If I have these CT clamps, I need to just do this. Okay, I'm doing it. That's it. Home assistant controlled fireworks. Somebody, did you guys see, like right at the very beginning, somebody posted their picture of their relay board, and it was all, I don't know if it was home assistant controlled, but it was just a bunch of relays all connected to fire off the fireworks. Idaho doesn't allow anything that explodes or leaves the ground unless you have a commercial license and a permit. Yeah. Did the dryer video with the CT clamp. Oh, is that how you did it? I was wondering, because so we started off an hour ago talking about the Zigbee to MQTT, because I have some of these Xiaomi Aquara sensors, and some of the sensors are pretty nice, and they're small and they're useful. I like them. I like this cube. This cube, it's pretty cool. It's just got a bunch of like gyro sensor in it or something. So you can do stuff with it. Like you turn it 90 degrees and it does something. You tap on it, you tap it on the table and it does something. Turn it 180 degrees and it does something. You drop it and it does something. So I think this was a pretty fun little thing. So we started talking about that, and I totally lost my train of thought. What were we talking about?
Huh?
Sorry. But we started out talking about that. And then somehow this came, the dryer. That's it. Okay. Because they have a vibration sensor. What is that cube? It's an Aquara. It's a Aquara cube. It's just a box. It's just a cube. It's got a battery in it. And, so they have a vibration sensor. Make sure the hub's not plugged in. Here. They have this little vibration sensor right here. And I thought, that is fantastic. It's RF essentially or whatever, right? This Zigbee. And so you can just stick it on your washing machine, and when it shakes or when it stops, what I wanted was when it stops shaking to get an announcement. Well, the Quora, and what day is it today? I got to get them their feedback here pretty soon. But I made some notes about what I thought of some of the stuff. And one of the problems I had was that in their little app, which is not bad for somebody who doesn't really want to get complicated, they can actually go in and make decent automations. Like when this door sensor goes, you make your little hub turn this color light or something like that, or play this little sound. So it's not bad, but the motion or the vibration sensor, the only options you had were when vibration starts, not when it stops. So I wanted it to trigger both, really. I mean, it would be nice to know when it starts so that you get a little indicator in Home Assistant that says washing machine's running. And then when it stops, then you can say, now it's over, right? You get your announcement, it's over, go change the laundry. But it doesn't give you, at least their app doesn't give it to you. So if we do this Zigbee to MQTT thing, then you should be able to use this little sensor and tell Home Assistant when it stops, I want an announcement. So that's why we started that. We started talking about that a long time ago. If my circuits are all 15 to 20 amp circuits, I assume I should use a 30 amp sensors. Is there any harm in using the 100 amp sensors? I don't know how big are there smaller sensors, because you probably aren't going to be bigger. Your 20 amp breakers aren't going to be using that. Dang, 182 YouTube watchers, so awesome. Oh, is that right? Awesome. What's my record's over 300. When we had come on in, baby. Look at this little red, white, and blue girl.
I'm just looking for a box.
Okay, I love you. I'll be done pretty soon. When we had Teaching Birds and we were doing her Home Assistant, Lovelace, there were 300 and something. That's pretty good. One of those sensors you can give it a try tomorrow and check and send it. Oh, you know what? I want to remind signal when it stops. It might be the sensor itself doesn't send a signal when the vibration stops. Oh, that could be true. That could be true. Okay. Well, yeah, let me know. Let me know, Celeron. I want to know if that's the case, because I think that the vibration stopping is what I want to know. If it starts. Red, white, and blue, Dutch flag colors. Is she rooting for the Dutchies? Am I going to build an automated tank for Trump's 4th of July? No. I don't know. I don't know what Trump's doing for the 4th of July. I was thinking I would get only the 100 amps since they're cheaper and not restrictive. If they're not same resolution as the small sensors. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. If you use smart things, you can use Zigbee to MQTT. Oh. Tank in front of the castle. What was I talking about? Dang it. I lost my train of thought again. Oh. I think we started. Did you guys see there was another giveaway? Rudy's starting another one. He's got, what is it, the camera this time? It's actually a kind of a cool idea. Of course, I'm sure it's not going to give you, where's Rudy? I'm sure it's not going to give you the RTSP feed, but I thought it looked kind of cool. post this here for everybody too. Block. So this is a solar panel, battery powered camera with the motion detector and stuff on it. So it's pretty cool. And it's another one of those, you know, you go to Rudy's little website here and he'll give you points for doing stuff and you can win that little camera. So there you go. Told him I'd promote it. Mission accomplished. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Why use MQTT? Zigbee integrates with Home Assistant. Well, this isn't, and this does too. Like, actually, this Aquara stuff, I haven't finished. The hub bothers me because it's so bright, and I set, like, every time I connected one of these, and I have like 10 of these little sensors of all different kinds. Look at their motion sensor. It's a battery powered motion sensor, and it's super tiny. Oh, we should start doing the giveaway. The real giveaway, not that one. That's a different one. So you don't enter that one by just enter, Tim. Sorry. We got to go to Battissimo. Anyways, so it shows up. This Aquara hub shows up as on the integrations page in Home Assistant. It tells me that I can attach it to Home Assistant. I haven't done it yet, but I want to, just for the sake of it. And then who was it that did you guys see in Facebook that something like 2 billion? I don't know how that's even possible, but some IoT database got hacked, and their a bunch of information got out this morning. Speaks freaking Chinese. Mine speaks English though, but I don't know if that's because they sent me like a test version. Maybe there's not one. Maybe they don't sell these yet in the US. I don't know. She didn't actually want me to do Orbevo. I don't know what Orbevo is. I never heard of that name before. But if they had 2 billion user records, they must be behind the scenes of something. Isn't that right? I mean, I can't believe that they've got 2 billion people, 2 billion people's information, and I haven't even heard of them. Hey, Stefan, how's it going? Speaks Chinese when you click the link button. Really? Mine? Maybe it did. I can't remember that part now, but it speaks English. Well, does it? No, it spoke English during the setup, and then after that, it doesn't speak very much. It's actually kind of and this is another bit of my feedback to them, is it's kind of a crappy speaker. Like, it's loud, but it's not good. So it sounds kind of garbagey. Like, you know, they could very easily update the speaker and make it sound like a Google Home or Amazon Echo or something. Old Me Gateway, not the Aquara Hub. Oh, well, maybe that's why. This Aquara Hub, I mean, it's actually got, like, for somebody who doesn't care about connecting to Xiaomi Cloud, and who doesn't want to get into real complicated stuff. You don't want to have a actually, that's a great idea. I was just thinking about that. Maybe I should do that. You don't want to have a lot of stuff to maintain, right? So you don't want to have Home Assistant and stuff like that. So you can this Xiaomi stuff is actually decent, I think. There's already a giveaway going on. Why does it tell? I thought I ended it last time. Ended. Now I start a new one. Okay, remind me to end this one at the end of the day. There. Okay. All right, now you can do exclamation point enter. Okay. Anyways, I thought this Xiaomi stuff was actually decent. I definitely like the size of their sensors, and they've got a lot of stuff. Like, they've got a leak detector here. They've got really tiny door sensors, like door and window sensors that are super tiny. Now, I don't know if these will send an open and close signal. I can't remember. I don't think they did. I think it was just one signal. Temperature sensor, little tiny guys. I started to the motion sensor, and then they've got some just buttons too. So they've got these mini buttons. So that's just a button, nothing else, just a button. Boop. And then they do have two. Okay, cool. And then they've got these big buttons. You know, big, just stick them on the wall buttons, and this one has 2 switches on it. So it's kind of cool. And the hub, the good things about the hub is like, it's got a ring of LEDs around it that's really bright, and you can set it to whatever color you want. Their app is decent, actually. Maybe it's because I, do a lot of these other things, so it wasn't too hard to navigate for me. But like, I think my mom could navigate it or something like that, and it wouldn't be too bad for her to set up. So, anyways, it's not bad. It's not bad. I gotta say, I wouldn't buy it, but that's just because it's not my thing. But it's, for people who are using this kind of stuff, who want something that's, the solutions are there. I have no idea what the cost is. What do these sensors cost? Like these little bitty door sensors, what do they cost? Anybody know? Because I could use some more of these if they could. I've got my shades downstairs, remember that whole big 6 windows and all the shades? I'm finally getting those all finished up, and I want something besides just the timer. They're around $7. That's not too bad. I want something besides the timer for the I want something squirrel. Yeah. I want something besides the timer for the to know when it's at the top and to know it's at the bottom. And what I thought of was, well, I'll put one of these in the little conduit that I have at the bottom, so that when it'll be near a magnet at the bottom, it'll stop. And then when I tell it to start, it'll go until it hits the one at the top. That's what I was hoping. What I'm afraid is that I'm going to have 2 of these, one at the bottom and one at the top. That means 12 sensors. There's a lot you can do with the hub. The LEDs are great, and for opening doors and stuff. Yeah, the hub's pretty. The hub's decent. The hub is decent. The hub is decent. I would love to be able to use it without. If I could use it as it is without going to their app or anything, that'd be very useful. I have to see. It'll be interesting to see what all I get access to when I do the integration in Home Assistant, because I'm going to do it just to see it. Home is filled with Xiaomi sensors. They're great. Battery lasts forever. Mini door sensors about $8. Motion sensors are $12. Nice. All right, Frank, it's on then. I'm just now finally catching up, but that's what we're gonna do. So decons, okay, that sounds great. I like it. I like my RF bridge too. It works a charm. Can you put just a magnet for the upper end? Yeah. Well, so I want to also know when it hits the bottom though, because I want it to stop when it hits the bottom. I want it to stop when it hits the bottom and stop when it hits the top. So I thought, well, the problem is if I tell it to stop when it's on, when that sensor's at the magnet at the bottom, how do I get it to not trigger so that I can send it back up? Because if it's, I'd have to, that'll be tricky, a little bit of automation to try and do that. So thinking of doing a video for your other channel of my son to soon to happen Sonoff RF bridge and ESP home conversion. If there's any interest, do it, Jenny. Heck yeah, do it. Do it. I've had a lot of people ask me about that, Sonoff RF bridge and ESP home, and I said no. I said I haven't done it, and I don't plan to, just because I don't need it. Mine's working, so I'm going to leave it. But if I was going to do it new, I would love to be using ESP home. So if you've done it and you want to do a video about it, awesome. Do it. I'll promote you. Appreciate it. That's awesome. Wall switches have no neutral option. Oh, what are we talking about? Technical? What I miss? Can't you use a Hall effect sensor? I guess I'd have to think about that. I don't know for sure. I wish I knew for sure. Squirrel. Yeah, bad squirrel. Bad squirrel. All right. How we doing on the entries over here? Should we do let's do a quick, what did you guys do in Home Assistant this week? Because that'll be fun. So tell us, let's talk about that, and then we'll call the kids up and we'll do the sign off. So what kind of fun things did you do with Home Assistant this week? What did I do? Well, I've been working on those shades, trying to get those shades working. That was good. What else? I did upgrade the window thing. Not my problem. What is that? Can't you just use any old magnet with the sensor? Well, yes, you can, but I could. I mean, I could just put the sensor there and use any old magnet. Yes, absolutely. But the problem is when you move it, once the sensor is near the magnet it's going to register as on. And if I tell the Home Assistant to stop the motor when it's on, then when I hit the button to tell it to go up, it's going to say it's on. You told me not to go when it's on, so I'm not going to go. That shouldn't be a problem because the window doesn't work that way. Should be okay. You're right. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that I can just put the sensor part in the piece that goes up and down and put a magnet at the bottom and a magnet at the top. So that's what I'm going to try. But it might be 2 weeks at this point before I get to it, unfortunately. Finally removed ghost switches from the US Sonoff T1. Oh, yay. Awesome. Converted 4 Xiaomi buttons to smart wall switches. Nice. What else we got? Tried to install CCH, but it's not working. Oh, no. Custom compact header. So did you do it? Which way did you do it, Borg? Did you do it through the new... did you do it the new way? Because I just did that video about the new community store, and I did compact custom header as part of that, didn't I? Yeah, of course I did. Must have. But anyways, between that and the live stream before that, there's some good information there. If you're having some specific troubles, let's pop in Discord at some point. We can try and sort it out for you. Fibaro heat control radiator valves. Nice. Okay. Internet data cap sensors. Oh, very good. Oh my gosh. I need internet data cap sensors for devices around the house. Trying to get your defanged hacked cameras to report MQTT properly. No luck, Sai? No luck there? I would like to get that to work. Alarm system with a siren node red using a Xiaomi hub. Oh, very nice. TV remote turns the lights off. Beautiful, Stefan. Beautiful. Major summer sensor video. Oh, I saw that. I didn't watch it yet, but I saw that you put it out. To not trigger school routines. That's a really smart idea. Because I had to, we definitely have routines that we do during the summer that are different than routines we do when the kids are in school. So 3D floor plan, Christian. Awesome. You set up the community store. Zoltz. Awesome. ESP Home. Do it. Oh, yeah. What's going on? Okay. Stepper motor to calibrate the steps and use run read switch for the base point. Yeah, sure. Except I'm running, I haven't had great success trying to get stepper motors to do what I want them to do with ESP Home or Tesmoda or anything yet. And so I've been just using these DC motors because I don't need different speeds. I don't need, you could say you could, for that purpose, you want it to go so many steps and then stop and so many steps and then stop. And that's kind of how Rob did his blinds. But I just haven't had as much luck with getting stepper motors to obey my commands. Update your HAS without using Proxmox snapshot. Oh, now I don't have HAS. Redo it all over again. No, Tim. Want to try to get old Mi cameras to run the WrappedWise firmware. No joy on that yet. I have 2 Yi cameras that somebody just gave me. They're just like, here, we're moving. We don't need these here. They're Yi, Y-I. They're still sitting in a box in there. I think they're HD, but HD Wi-Fi cameras. But what's going on in there? Tried that, Borg? Okay. Shopping for a Dell 60 setup home assistant server. Nice. Anybody? So I know it's early, right? We didn't talk about Pi 4 today, and we don't need to get too much into Pi 4. But I did think that hopefully that would mean that we could go a lot longer. Somebody that's new, that's starting, Home Assistant gets a Raspberry Pi 4, and with the increased power, increased RAM, when I say power, I mean like CPU capability, that they could run Home Assistant with that longer before they get to the point that they're like, I got to switch to something bigger. That was my first thought when I was looking at that. So, all right, let's call the kids. Ready? Sounds like everybody had a good week. Pumpkin pie, because it's Thanksgiving. It's so crazy you said that, Dominic, because I had a weirdest dream last night. It was so real that we did Thanksgiving today. And I'm thinking, and like we had all these people come and visit and do all this stuff. And then I'm thinking, like at the end of the dream, I'm going, wait a minute. We're supposed to do, we have plans to go to somebody else's house for Thanksgiving. And we have all these people here, and then wait a minute, like isn't Thanksgiving in November? And it's July. Like, what's going on? Pumpkin pie is July. It's cherry pie. It's cherry pie. Oh, it's apple pie. Sorry. No, you're right. It's apple pie. Hey, you want to tell everybody to come up?
Did you fix the downstairs computer?
Which, it's just turned off. You just have to push the button, turn it on.
Oh.
But we got to, let's do sign off.
Okay. Sign up!
Computer. Tell everyone it's time for sign off.
Announcing.
Dad,
What?
It's time for sign off.
She pushed the power button and it didn't turn on?
Wait.
It's the power button on the back.
Joey, did you press the power button? So it doesn't work, Daddy.
Okay. Well,
Wait, Zoe, is that on?
2-pixel 2-channel system with ESP home. Oh, nice. So this
It's
is
on.
okay. Usually the case is that it actually works. Counts are gone?
Yeah, most of them. Like
Oh,
mine
that
is-
happens sometimes. What?
Okay.
Before.
Well, that's
What
good to know.
counts?
The counts.
The computer finally
So
came
you,
on.
so tell me, Travis, you running this with just an ESP32? Is that what you're doing right now?
Come in.
All right. Get in. Okay. Let's do it.
Let me.
Let's do it. Okay.
Oh, don't look at my messy makeup.
Even in your dreams, you work.
Don't look at my messy makeup.
Tryptophan angles. Yeah, something like that.
Daddy, can I press the number?
Oh, you know what? Who was it that it was? Ludius? Somebody gave me a template to randomly choose a kid to do the button thing, but I haven't implemented it yet. So we'll just do this. All right. Who should we let Holly? Holly wants to go first. We'll do two. We'll do two today.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
But I haven't gone.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Ready to go. Okay, here it goes. Drum roll.
Two.
Push it.
One. Wait, the drum roll?
Yeah, the drum roll.
Okay.
And the winner is Brendan Thomas. Brendan Thomas wins. Go push the unicorn now. Brendan Thomas, congratulations. Send me your address on Discord, and I will put some stickers in the mail for you soon. As you guys know, anybody who's won in the last month, I don't send out stickers right away. It takes me a while.
Daddy, the last time that we did a live stream, Holly and Dawson did it.
No,
It was you and Zoe.
it was
no.
me and you.
No,
Yeah.
it was these two.
It's
Well,
fine.
we'll have to go back and watch it and see.
Okay, Holly, look out. Holly, look
If
out.
you want to push
Holly,
after
look
this,
out.
you want to push something else, you can.
Awesome.
You could push like the lightning or something.
And
All right, here we go. Drum roll.
And make sure you do that.
Drum roll, please.
Next winner is Vanessa. Vanessa Stuhler.
What should I do?
Oh, careful, don't hit the mic, baby.
What should I do?
The explosion.
Oh, she did that one. Okay, we'll do that one, and then you can do an explosion. Okay. Congratulations. All right, Vanessa, address in Discord and stickers in the mail.
I love the
Now let's make sure we
unicorn.
hit end. So the next time
I
I
like the
want to
unicorn
start it, it
I like
is
unicorn.
still there. You like the unicorn one? All right,
Yes, sir.
cover your ears. Dawson's gonna do some fireworks for us. Do the missile and the lightning. Yep. Cover your ears.
You don't hear it.
Yeah, we don't hear it here, but we hear it. They hear it there. All right. Okay, everybody. Well, how are we gonna sign off today? Should we sign off like Abraham Lincoln? Since it's
adios.
let's do like Abraham Lincoln, like we're giving a presidential speech since it's.
I don't know how to do that. As always.
We'll be like this, like 407 years ago, that kind of thing.
Okay, ready?
Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1.
As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, adios.
He doesn't have any bald hair.
Okay.
He has
Have a
hair.
good one, guys. Have a
Yes,
good one.
hair.
Thanks for being here.